Oh, man.
Such a vertigo.
Vertigo? That's a bloody disease. My nan has vertigo.
What? You Virgo?
Virgo, that's the one.
Barry, I tell you what, lately, like, I've been having these weird ass dreams when I sleep. I don't know. It's like I don't get everything done before the day. And then, like, when I go to sleep, it's like your brain's like, hey, you know how you had a million things to do? Let me do it in your sleep. Like, I don't know. The other night, I was having this dream, all right, and I was doing the shit that I needed to do in my sleep. But I was like lucid dreaming, like walking around the house, like doing my washing, cleaning shit, like going around, like doing my uni and that. But like I knew I was doing it and I was like half awake as well. So I knew I was having the shittest sleep and like not like properly in a deep sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. I was going to say, like, I would hate that because I'd just wake up and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I've done that. And then you wake up and go, no, I actually have all that shit still to do.
No, I did. I wake up and I wake up and I go, come on,
you
dude.
do
like,
it.
No, sorry, I don't wake up and do it. I wake up, like I'm kind of awake and still aware of my surroundings. Like, you know, that kind of sleep where you're asleep, but like you're not properly asleep.
Mate, I've been dreaming like the past maybe like month now. Like, I don't know what is going on, but same thing. I've been dreaming and I like have like moments in my dream where I think like something has happened. Like I have something on my mind like you and I wake up or like I'll go to sleep and then it will occur in my dream and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Like I've done that or yeah, I said that to that person. And I wake up and I'm like, shit, did I say that to that person like yesterday or did I do it? Like, and it fucking wigs me out. Like it trips me out.
It proper wigs me out when I'm dreaming and still half awake.
Yeah, right.
That wigs me out because like I'm saying, like I'm trying to do all the stuff that I haven't done yet in my dream, but like I'm still like, I can still like kind of hear things and I can kind of like, I'm still aware of what's going on around. It's weird as like, I know I'm not getting deep, proper sleep.
Well, it's like my watch like tells me like, you know, it's like where you have like you're in a deep sleep or you're in like a REM or like when you're awake. And like mine, like REM is like a lot and wake. And then there's like a little bit of a deep sleep.
Yeah.
But REM is like where you're like...
Yeah, that rapid eye movement.
I know like recently as well, I've been having like super deep, like big dreams. And then I'd wake up out of them like in the morning. My alarm would go off or whatever. And then you feel like super dazed. So like if you're having like a big dream and you're like super involved and then your alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And you just wake up and you're like a little bit dazed. You're
Mate, the other night...
Drunk kind of.
I was cueing songs in my head.
What? Far out, Duke.
Wait, in your dream or what?
Hey, literally, Duke.
In your dream or like?
Yeah, I was cueing songs in my dream and listening to them in my dream, in my head. But like I was, again, half awake, half asleep. It was the weirdest thing. And then like, I'll know I'm doing that and then like I'll wake up properly, but like my eyes are still closed, obviously. And like I am aware that I'm completely awake and I go, far out. Like, you need to stop that.
Yeah.
Like, clear your
sleeping
mind
pills,
and
here
then
we go.
and then try to go back to sleep.
Sounds like you're having
I don't
like
know.
deep
Valium.
sleep. So like that's a big sleep.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like mine are like a little bit like just like wiggy.
Dreams are like always in the morning though.
Wiggy.
It's like you have a dream as you're transitioning
Yeah.
into
Are
before
you
you
though?
wake up.
I feel like that because like when I'm in that
I think
position,
so.
when I'm in that position, and like you'll have like a good dream, you'll wake up and you're like, fuck, maybe I want to go back into that dream.
But here's where I propose something else. Are you, when you were asleep, your time perspective and your knowledge of what time is while you're asleep doesn't exist. Okay?
Yeah, that is true.
Therefore, when you have your dream and you're coming out of it, how do you exactly know whether you're literally waking up as soon as that dream ends or the transition period from dream ending, which is the dream when you go to sleep, there's a lot of chemicals that are released in your brain. You even get dopamine, a bit of DMT, a little bit of DMT as well to try and like repairs a few things. Like, fun fact, early today is old.
Today? Oh, okay.
I mean, it can be. It can be. It's just a bonus one.
No. Oh, okay.
Bonus one. All right. A leading cause of dementia is zero sleep. So when you go, I may have actually told this on the podcast before.
No, I know this.
When you go to sleep, all right, and you've been up all day, your brain builds up these toxic chemicals, okay, in your brain. And when you go to sleep and you get deep sleep and REM sleep, such and such, it actually clears that and does a clean out as such.
Yeah.
A full clean out of your whole brain and flushes out all those bad chemicals ready for the next day. And if you don't sleep long enough or get proper deep sleep, it doesn't clear that out. And that brain, that toxic chemical builds up over time and actually causes dementia on the brain.
It's weird. Yeah. Like I had like have you ever like what like obviously like had like a bad dream, woken up and like like well wowza, like holy moly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, may have like died or something. Like you said, you got stabbed one time and you were like in pain.
Yep.
I think I told you, like I like full died in my dream, but didn't wake up and like went like, and I saw like white lights and everything, like white, like going up and like.
Man went to heaven.
It was, mate, I was, and I woke up and I died.
I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I didn't wake up and I just went into like a white kind of gate and there was like holy music playing.
I died in my level. That level.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
I was like.
Level.
Like a level of a game.
Was your dream about a game?
No.
I'm confused.
It could have been another dimension.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like,
Just got jacked by some Asians, didn't you?
look, honestly, I've said this to someone else before. If a bloody like therapist or someone, or what's the hectic person? You've got like a counselor,
Psychologist?
therapist. Yes. If a psychologist were to get a hold of me, I feel like they would quit their job because they would never
Can't
ever.
fix this man.
No. They would not figure out how the hell I work. I do not work like a normal person. My brain does not work like a normal person. Okay, for example, someone tells like science doesn't really 100% know what dreams are, okay? There are some things that tell you that it's like just your brain trying to understand what happened to you during the day or during the last events, the things that you can't get over, okay? It's trying to paint a picture, okay, as such.
Yep.
But I'd be like, nah, I don't believe that. They'd be like, oh, what dreams did you have? Like, let's try and interpret your dreams. I'd be like, well, that doesn't make sense because dreams are a different universe. It's me connecting with another universe while I'm releasing chemicals in my brain that allow me to escape my current consciousness. And they'd be like, okay.
We got
I'd be like, well,
here.
science
Code
hasn't.
red.
Sorry, got actually another appointment. Sorry, mate, can't deal with you.
And I'd
today.
be like, also, like, as I said before, there's a second person in my brain. And I seriously sit there and listen to them. Like, if I do something that is generally lazy,
Yeah.
okay, and I like, for example, if I sit down and watch a movie, I sat down and watched a movie the other night, like after I'd ate dinner and whatnot, and I sat down and watched the movie, and I'll go, after I finish the movie, I'll go, wow, that was a sick movie. And then something in my brain, as I'm literally, as clear as you're sitting there right now talking to me, I heard someone say, you're such a bitch. Why were you sitting down there watching the movie? Why weren't you working on something else?
Yeah.
As clear as day, I heard that. And like, that is the inner me. And honestly, that's what, and I was like, fuck it. So I set my alarm for earlier, 5:30 the next day, and I woke up and I conquered my inner bitch because I had to, because I was just like, you can shut the hell up for the rest of this day. Honestly.
righto.
It's the weirdest thing, but I feel like, psychiatrists would never figure me out. They'd quit. Psychologists.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Interesting.
It is. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
funniest story. I just love it. It's every time. Even the viewers would know. Oh my gosh. You know it's going to lead into a funny.
Hey.
Why are we wearing
Funny
these shirts
story.
though? I'm just looking like, look at us. Colourful as.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention that.
Mate, yeah, but what's to mention about it? They're the
Exactly.
comfiest shirts ever.
Yeah, we're just feeling ourselves, you know.
Mate, I bought bamboo undies from Calvin Klein. Like
Bamboo.
this sounds like some posh shit, but it's not.
That is.
It's more white privilege gin on the golf course shit.
That's some Sterling type shit right
That's
there.
it. Absolutely. Got my shillings and
Jay
sterlings
Money,
out.
calm down.
And mate, I bought some bamboo Calvin Kleins. My testicles.
$8 for one pair.
Nah, I got them at DFO, mate.
Yeah.
$89 for 6 pairs. Giddy up, you know.
Alright.
Giddy up, you're
Giddy
mate,
up.
Every time I go into like,
What about the seventh
what's
day?
that other joint called next to Sideways?
Bonds.
Oh yeah,
What's
I'll
that
take
called?
TJ Maxx.
TK.
TK Maxx. I got a shit with you, TK Maxx. Why don't you store jocks in my size?
Mate, I bought you.
It's either
food socks from there.
extra large, like I'm fitting into those, or it's like
Or
small.
medium, no smalls.
It's all small or medium.
Oh.
Wait.
No.
Okay. But mate, yeah,
I've always got Chris's size.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, me too.
size.
Never got
Moose
like a
knuckle
large
size.
or.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
go to DFO, mate, buy some bamboo Calvins. They've got heaps there, and I'm like, that's where I get all my Calvins.
Here's the solution.
wanna feel 'em?
Just
No.
don't wear jocks.
Whoa.
No, I can't have me.
I started doing.
Can't have me
So
jewels hanging out.
I never,
level.
I
Or left
never,
agate, just pop it
I
out.
never wear jocks when I'm wearing board shorts. Never. Ever.
I have started doing that recently.
How good is it?
Desensitization.
I told how long ago did I tell you
Game
that
changer.
is the game changer?
Game changer.
I told you that,
Oh,
didn't
we
I?
just touched
Yep,
tips.
that was like ET moment, but
That
gay.
is docking.
Yeah. But mate, but like if I'm wearing boardies and I got my undies underneath it, my boardies are dry, but I'm still soaking
Yeah.
wet.
Listen, here's my explanation. Right, most of the time you're wearing board shorts, you're going swimming. Correct.
Correct.
Most of the time you're going to the swimming at the beach.
Correct.
Correct.
At the beach.
All right. When you're at the beach and you get that sand in your jocks, the most annoying thing ever. Why not wear jocks? Then therefore there's no catchment, there's no net.
Just sits in the butt crack.
There's,
No
it just
net.
goes straight through your board shorts, and when you wash out at the shower, it goes straight through and cleans everything out. Therefore, no sand and quick drying as well. So yeah, and it's just
the
comfort.
quick drying factor. Big win for me. Big
The
win.
sand in my
Big
nutsack is a big win for me.
Dude. Got that 50 grit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's 10 grit, baby.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
That's some big grit.
Do you guys like moisturize?
Only if I shave. Like if I shave. Like,
I'm not talking
No,
about
no,
your
no.
arms.
I'm not like.
wait,
I'm-
hold up.
I'm not talking about your
Hold up.
arms.
Pause.
Wait,
Resume.
resume.
Okay. Okay.
Wait. Like moisturize what? Your old fella
So-
in your jewels.
Okay, if you just wear no jocks,
Yeah.
okay, and you don't
I'm going to work,
moisturize, yeah, you may get a little bit of chafing, like walking around a lot.
Nah.
No moisturizing?
Well, I
or
mean-
like-
I don't need to moisturize. I got my bamboo undies for that.
No, I'm saying when you're not wearing jocks.
Nah. I'm like I don't
you
get
put your-
no chafing here.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of us have a little bit bigger legs, therefore there's not as much room down
Oh,
there.
that thigh gap, all right? Leave me alone.
Okay, well, I don't have a
gap.
thigh gap, therefore I moisturize, therefore it is a lot smoother on my legs and my private regions.
Yeah, but I like, it's like, you shave your gooch one time, never again, right? We've all been there.
no.
Okay. Anyways, we've all been there.
No, I
So-
still shave it is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so do I.
yeah.
I was hoping you said that because I was going to say it.
No,
You're the only one here, bud.
I'm not a hairy person, so I'm good, right?
You don't say.
So I'm not a hairy
How long
person.
did you shave your face?
Monday.
7 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. But like
This is Monday.
I don't need to moisturize because I don't, and like I don't have a lawnmower 4.0 unfortunately, but I got.
No, I don't either.
Get
All
the
trimmer.
Manscaped out, but then
I got that Gillette 3000
yeah, perfect. But I'm not a full,
scaper.
yeah, like I don't go full like up in the top region.
It's not about that lawn care.
I'm like I'm short, man. It's short, but
So
I'm
you
not
don't
shaving.
shave, but you use it.
No, I'll shave me shaft. This is getting a bit
Whoa,
TMI.
whoa.
Wait, I'm not saying like I've got. No.
A short shaft.
No. But like
upsetting.
like at the base, I'm talking at the base.
Talking
right?
mechanics here. We're talking about
Yeah,
knives
measures
and
up
stuff.
in the
Yeah.
And then you got the sack, and you got to shave. That's fine. But I'm not. I'm like
sharp
I'm
area.
like because I like shave one time, and it's just like All right, this is too much. I feel really awkward now. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Please
we
forgive
missed my funny story.
me. Yeah, well now
you
please
change-
tell it because we
Funniest
want to
story.
change this. we
Okay,
want to
no,
change the subject.
it's actually
I'm
hilarious.
so
story.
sorry for the viewers and the listeners.
Okay, listen, guys. This is kind of feeling like a radio show when you're holding it like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
Mate, this is the
Doesn't
best.
it?
This is a game changer.
You
I
reckon?
love this
Free
because I can
radio.
like do this. It's
Sounds similar to
great.
something else.
Shoom, shoom, shoom.
Maybe we like take a break in the middle. Maybe we swap. Maybe we try it out.
We should
Or
put
you
it-
want to swap?
No. Maybe like we'll take a break in the middle. Maybe.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Take a break, as in like disassemble this.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. What
Have
do
you
you
held,
reckon?
what?
Yeah, that's
Holding these?
Yeah.
Try
Do you
it.
like it?
This
Are you
is
liking
good.
it?
Because like this, it was hanging here.
Okay,
And I
now
talked to Chris about
now it's probably good. We never used to wear the headphones, and that was probably mean it hard.
Yeah.
Now you can tell if you're actually keeping the mic on
And it's
you
easy.
or off you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
easy
true.
for me because I'm in the middle because I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
and I can hold it
That's
and I can
fair.
still move.
Maybe
and stuff.
maybe we keep it. I mean, it's kind of like lazy. I don't have to hold it.
Yeah.
It's not
Don't
that
be a
heavy.
bitch.
You guys, you
be
guys
a
go
bitch.
to the
You
gym.
see what I mean? Like it just comes out.
Call me bitch.
Anyway, no, it's talking to me. Like when I'm
Tell you a funny story.
when I'm at the gym and I get that final, like I'm like, oh, that was hard. And like I don't want to do that final round. I'm like, fuck.
You got 5 more.
Who's going to carry the bows?
Who's going to carry?
I was
the
carrying
bolts?
water the other day, and I was thinking of your video that you posted.
David
Like, who's going to
Goggins.
carry the bolts? And I was
Who's
like,
gonna carry the
carrying like
bolts?
2
Dave.
cans of water from like Aldi to work.
You got to inspire someone. I'm so glad.
And I was
Thank
like,
you.
I was like, who's gonna? And I walked out of Aldi, and I was like, who's gonna carry the bolts? I was like, I'm doing this for Dylan.
yeah, honestly, it
Man's
pushes
strapped
you.
up with bags full of groceries.
Nah, bro, I was like holding
Hey,
like
you know
2
what? You know
cans
what?
of water, just like.
You know what his other one is, which is just so unreal. You don't know me, son.
Yeah.
You don't know me, son.
Yeah, there you go.
And he yells that. It's like, well, if you think you know my potential, you don't. Here's what I'm really about. And then you push beyond the limit. Therefore, it is allowing room for other limits to be pushed as well. So that is an unreal one. Honestly, when you're struggling in the gym, don't be a bitch. That's a good one. Or come on, mate. Like wait, baby.
Ronnie Coleman.
Who's going to carry the boats? And you don't know me, son. Prove to yourself that you don't know yourself. You don't know your potential.
want.
Your limit, your brain's going to stop before your body does. So push beyond that.
Yeah.
That was unreal quick motivation.
Yeah,
You're so welcome.
Quoted.
You guys came to the right place,
Quoted.
honestly.
Tuesday motivation for yourself.
Where else in the land of podcasts would you go? Other than, there's some pretty cool ones.
Yep. That's all right. We don't
Oh my
talk.
gosh, I was listening to...
Tell your funny story.
Ron
We
the
haven't
Coleman.
got
Wait,
it.
quickly.
On the
I was listening to
man
The Real
changes.
AF.
Yep.
Andy Frizella.
Yep.
His latest podcast with, I want to say, Andrew
Garfield.
Hormozy. I want to say Andrew Hormozy. I got his name right. I think I wrote it down. I want to get this right.
I've been listening to heaps of his podcasts.
Alex Hormozy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alex Hormozy, okay? He does a 2-part, hour-and-a-half podcast with a guy called Alex Hormozy, and it is all about building an empire. It is a highly recommended podcast by myself, and a mate of mine as well recommended it to me, and now I'm recommending it to you guys. If you guys have any aspirations into building a business, this is the podcast. The Real AF.
Yep.
Okay?
For sure.
There is part 1 and part 2. I highly recommend you get your notebook out. I took myself 2 pages worth of notes for part 1. That's how good this podcast is.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is unfreaking real. It is so amazing.
Just staring into the bloody viewer's
Yeah,
soul.
I am because this is me being 100% honest. If you want to build an empire or you have any aspirations in building your own business, I highly recommend you listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my funny story. So it was in school times, and I think this may have been grade 8 and 9. Okay, so grade. Actually, I had this girlfriend at the time.
Which one?
Yeah, I
Too
know.
many to remember.
Grade 9. Okay, grade 9. Okay, I had this girlfriend at the time, grade 9. It reminded me of that. That's how I remember the time. So we used to have these things at school, courtesy of me. I come up with the idea. Actually, I presented it to the head of our middle school at the time. A bike day.
Bike day.
Yes.
Oh, so you're like,
So
right,
you would
bicycles or?
bring your push bike to the school, and me and my mate made jumps.
No,
Yep.
in the
Stop.
school,
I kid you not.
The
I
school
kid you not.
allowed that.
I kid you not.
Oh
The
my
principal came down and everything and supported it and everything. So me and one of my mates spent 2 or 3 days building these massive jumps. Like a few of them were like, they weren't like too crazy.
Yeah.
But they were like, a few of them were off drain gutters, over gaps, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. We spent 2 days making them, like 2 or 3 days before the event. Okay. We made these few jumps and there was like a whole massive like track. Like it was probably 2K. So we spent 2 days making that, and then it rained like the day before the event. Okay. Like
Bloody slosh pit.
poured down. Okay. And then it was dry the day of the event. So it had like massive torrential rains the day before. And then it was dry on the day of the event. But therefore, so the event went for 2 days. It was 2 days back to back. You could bring your school uniform, your push bike, and leave it at school in our lockups and everything. All right. So I brought my push bike to work, to school, and then one of my other mates was actually like a full BMX rider, so he bring his push bike, and there were heaps of people that bought push bikes, but there were a few people that had like borrowed push bikes from like their parents, and they were the biggest like 29-inch,
So a 12-year-old,
Massive,
yeah.
big mountain bike.
massive
thing.
big mountain bike,
Mongoose.
and they were borrowing helmets from the school horse pony department.
Oh my.
Unreal.
Yeah, you know,
Safety.
one of the
They're safe,
little
though.
miniature horses.
They're safe though.
Like they look like tools, all right?
That's
There were
amazing.
that many people that crashed.
Happy Wheels.
I was gonna say there'd be like a lot of kids that were just like me, you know, dead sailor.
Dead
So,
sailor.
There was this,
Stiffy in the air.
yeah, literally. There was this one jump, and it was probably the biggest jump we had there. And there was a massive like manhole, but it like sat probably a quarter of a meter off the ground.
Yeah.
And we built a dirt ramp and platform up on top of it, and then the other side of the manhole was like a meter drop, and then there was like a road, like a full 3 meter wide road, and then like a downhill. So it was a proper down ramp, perfect down ramp. And there were that many people that would like come and not clear it, and then go straight into the road, and then just full like endo over the bars.
How does the school allow that? Like,
I reckon it's good.
And then everyone was like,
tells you.
was crashing. I mean, it wasn't. They weren't crashing like too hard because they didn't have an anywhere near enough pace.
Yeah.
There's a massive steep hill going down to it, and then comes along me and my mate, and let's just say it turned into a bit of a competition as to what tricks we could throw over this jump and
Jesus.
how far we could jump.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And let's just say that was the beginning of the downfall. All right, so we come along and like this jump is like, again, the biggest on the whole track, all right? And there's like a massive downhill, probably about 30 meter downhill, steep downhill, then the ramp, the gap, then the down ramp, and then there's like probably 80 or 60 meters, probably 60 meters of like into like a puddle, and then it goes back up the hill and like around. All right, through this tree line, this full cut tree line. Quick fun fact: you know the US-Canadian border? There's a 5 or 10 meter wide gap along the whole border that's just trees all cut down. You
Is there a fence or anything, or
no?
So you can cross.
Yeah, there's
If you're
checkpoints. But
sneaky.
there's checkpoints, but there's checkpoints. But
Righto.
this is the weird fact.
Yeah, I keep
There's
that in
like
mind.
they've cut the whole thing like trees and everything.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, what was I saying?
But your
big-
downhill.
Your big gap.
Oh,
and
yeah, okay. So, and they had a massive rainfall the night before, and the whole day before, massive rainfall. And like, we're just, me and my mate, who's like that BMX, full BMX, like skate park rider, all right? So he's like used to like doing like tricks. So he's getting bigger, I'm getting bigger jumps, and like we're just like out trying to
Competing.
outdo each other,
Yep,
and like
yep, yep.
everyone's lined up. The whole like not the whole, but like half the middle school and like some of the senior school even like all lined up like down this hill at the jump, and then even the principal was there, and then down the whole hill over the other side. And my girlfriend at the time was sitting over the back at the end, so she can see us hooking down this hill, hitting the jump, and then coming down the rest of it and coming back up, right? So, yeah, you know, like I had to impress, you know, like
of course,
it's just
of course.
like
Always.
your adrenaline's pumping, absolutely pumping. Like
Yep.
you're trying to outdo your mate, and then like the crowd's like, yeah, come on, let's go, hit it
Yep.
big.
Gotta go bigger.
And then like, so he's trying to do like tricks, like proper like bar spins and like things like that, you know.
Yep.
All I know is whips, big whips.
Mate, whip is my favourite trick.
Whip
Just
gang.
looks good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
on a push bike, it's go up, like you lean into it, throw it, and then pull it back. All right. So I was just trying to throw these whips. They started off small, not gonna lie. They started off with pretty much just like a crank.
You got to feel the jump out first.
You know, like yeah, I'm hitting the
get
jump a
used to
few
it.
times, and it's just like a crank. So you crank the bars and then like lean the bike a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a quick butt.
It's literally just the bike that does the movement.
Yeah.
And until you get into it.
Yeah,
And
pretty
then you
much.
start moving
Pretty
with it.
much. All right, so I'm starting with those, and then I'm going, okay, well, let's get bigger, hit the jump bigger and bigger, and we're coming around, and then he hits this massive bar spin, like massive, like sick bar spin. Everyone's losing their mind, like, wow, this is sick. Like all my mates are there as well.
Yeah.
And they're like at the jump. So they're like, come on, Dylan. Like, and then one of my mates like was up next to me, and he was standing next to me. And like even like Charlie and all them were there. And there was a lot of people. All right. So then I'm up and I'm like, let's go. And then I hook down this hill, all right, and I've already gone like up another 2 meters than I was usually
More
going.
speed on you?
Yeah, I was trying to like, all right,
yeah.
let's hook it. Yeah. Let's hook it. And I hooking down this hill, thrown this whip, and honestly, it was a sick whip. I wish there was like
Picture perfect whip, huh?
X Games filmer.
He on X Games.
He on X
that
Games
X
mode.
Games
I
shit.
felt like I was on that X Games
Games
mode.
mode.
I'm not even kidding you. And I'm like grade 9, think I'm the top shit.
D Willie out here.
It was probably the shittest
D
whip.
Willie.
It was probably the shittest whip, but let's be real. All right, it felt
sick,
like
it was
the
good.
sickest whip. No, it actually was not bad. I'm not going to lie.
No one else was doing
I
it.
threw it out sideways, and because it was that big, I come to land, and I landed a little bit sideways, and my rear tire landed in a
Perfectly.
20 centimeter deep rain rut.
Oh,
I was going to say
Through.
perfectly.
no.
Threw me straight over the bars
Dead.
onto my right side of my face, and I lost all the bark on the right side of my face.
Perfect.
And then I was like, oh shit. And everyone's like, oh, he's down.
Dead.
It was like
Principal looks, he's like,
when you see like, you know, when you see Joe Rogan and DC like on the UFC, like, oh, like, and then yeah, he's
Leon
down. And
Edwards
then
fight.
I got back up and then like kept riding like up to my girlfriend and like I like. Yeah, like all the juices are pumping because I've just hit my face. I feel no pain, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah,
I look good.
And then she's
Give
like,
me a kiss.
oh, you should go check that out. Like that looks pretty severe.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I don't know. I'll just cruise back. And then I cruised back and then got a photo from the school photographer who was there taking photos as well. And then
Put it in a
went
newspaper.
up and got it checked out, and I actually got my first kiss from that girlfriend that day.
Oh, see, it was
Yeah,
all worth it.
it
in
was
the
all
end.
worth it in the end.
Worth it.
Yeah, it stonks.
Yeah.
You planned that, hey?
Oh hell, freaking yeah!
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, yeah,
I did
yeah. I
not.
would've.
Definitely.
I would have.
definitely.
No. It's pretty painful.
It hurt so
It was
bad.
a lot of bark. I've got the photo somewhere. I've got to try and find
We
it.
need to frame
It
it.
is so.
Find it, I'll whack it in the
I've got
podcast.
it.
Yeah.
I've got it framed somewhere. I think my grandparents may have it.
Yeah, okay.
Find it. I'll put it in the podcast.
It is so funny.
Let's, like,
I'll
raid your
try. I will do my
grandparents' house
best.
and get that
I'll do
photo.
my best, listeners, to try and find that photo. It doesn't even look like me. Yeah. Like it was so funny. All right. I was listening to a Luke Combs and Joe Rogan podcast recently.
I love country.
What?
For one reason and one reason only.
You
Hey,
want to share that?
Kiana
Reason?
said, Kiana said to me, she goes, "Oh, do you like listen to country music? I don't mind it." And I was like, "I'm gonna have to break
Nah.
up, yeah."
I'm not going to give away my
Country is
secret.
unreal. Honestly, you guys are losers.
Look,
Country
I'll
is
listen, I'll
so
listen
good.
to anything,
Just
When
not
the
country.
moment persists.
but I just can't
When the
listen to
moment
country.
permits.
I just
all
can't get
night.
into it.
Like when I'm on my own, I'm not
so
listening to
good.
country.
There's some absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Absolute bangers. Like, and they're all appropriate. Like, not all appropriate, but like some of them, a lot of them are appropriate for like full on parties.
Yeah, I agree. For the women out there, I love country. I love
If
it.
you love it.
Oh, I love it.
Women love country. I love country.
Oh,
Remember that night?
Yeah, I remember that night. I was like, Chris, I have some female friends that are really into country. I'm going to cue some country songs. He's like, stop it. I'm really into country as
Chris
well
does
now.
what he did at Spanish night. Best country songs.
He's like, what's the name of the song? And I was like, this song. Anyway,
Moving on.
Moving on. Yep, we won't give away my
and they were
secrets
talking like a lot about like
tonight.
hunting and that. All right. And like
Yeah.
Luke Combs has just gotten into hunting.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is so like, not just, but like they get into like a lot of bow hunting.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan's into like a lot of bow hunting and like more bow hunting
Traditional stuff.
than
Shooting.
shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. With like rifles and that. And so was Luke Combs as well. Like he was telling a story about him sitting up at a bow stand
Yeah.
and hunting that way. I've never actually bow hunted.
Yeah.
I've shot a bow, like a compound bow.
How many pound?
I don't know, but it fucking snapped my wrist because you meant like some people like they go, oh, you can wear like a wrist guard because like if you don't hold it right, like it'll come back and smack you. And I was like, I'll
As
be
it
right.
comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a
And I-
period
and
in
I-
my life
Yeah.
Carry on. What
You had a period.
A period in my life when I was probably like between that 10 and 12-year-old where I'd like make a bow.
Yeah.
Like I remember.
Make a bow?
I'd made my own.
That's pretty cool.
Like get
Out of a stick.
I started from a stick and a bit of string.
That's
And I was like, this is awesome. And then I made like,
you
I
loser.
remember making like a full proper one with like my mates at the time.
I used to make cardboard guns.
And one of my mates, like dad, he was like,
Did you shoot
super good
anything?
at- like we'd go out and try shoot stuff, but like we'd just end up shooting trees and stuff. But it was like, that was super shit. It was like a
Did you get
long
wood?
It was like a.
Is it this
it
type
was
of
a
bow?
super nice. No. Just a super nice bit of
The
wood and
craft
like
bow.
proper string.
Just
And,
3
like,
bits of sticks and some spider web.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a proper
Some
compound
string.
Yeah.
compound bow. Or anything.
But mate,
Yeah.
this compound bow hit my bloody arm, and I was like, oh, like because it came.
Yeah, yeah.
Does it slap?
And I was like,
Well, when you hold it, you're supposed to like hold
Yeah,
it like
meant-
out.
yeah, you meant to hold
And
it
then,
out,
like,
and you hold it like
that.
this, and so it was
And
like,
you can get like a trigger on your wrist as well if you want.
yeah, like
Yeah,
in your fingers and shit.
Only time I've ever shot a compound bow was in Black Ops 2. That was it.
Ballistics knives.
They were the fun. That was the funnest, like Sticks and Stones.
Yep.
Love that.
Yes.
That was a sick game mode.
Yep.
Anyway, like, so I've done a lot of. Is that all the hunting? Have you ever hunted though?
No.
No.
Never?
Caught a bull shark.
Wait, what?
That's not really
Oh,
hunting.
that's fishing.
No, I mean we just got like a quarter fish, and then like took the head off the fish, threw it on this like thing, and then but that's fishing. I guess. I mean, it's fishing hunting.
I used to have a nickname as well
It
called
is
Shark
kind of
Boy. I remember we
gathering.
nicknamed
Got Shark Boy, glazed Shark Boy.
Shark Boy and Toad Boy.
Well, it's glazed now.
Glazed Shark Boy.
I
Glazed-
don't think you
every
should
single
mix the
time.
two.
Yeah, I won't. But like every time we go out fishing, like deep sea fishing,
Glazed boy.
I would be the only person to catch the sharks. I would pull in like big reef sharks, like 6-7 foot
Mm.
every time.
Yeah, wow.
That's
That's so impressive.
And then you go out in the garden and get his
Go
bow,
big or
and,
go home.
and then get Toad Boy, who's he's shooting them.
I don't know where I got Toad Boy from. Anyway,
Shoot
that was
him.
on
The
last
little chub
episode.
nug.
Maybe.
Is that Brian?
Mate, I was telling him
again,
the other
not
day
again.
about something we said on the podcast
Yeah.
about him.
2 episodes ago.
Fair. I'm gonna have to listen to them and like,
Oh.
you guys are bullies.
Well, don't snore that bad.
Surely you've seen that episode from 2 weeks ago. You've seen it.
Me?
No, Brian. Because we'd destroy him for snoring.
I can't remember. I don't know if he's seen it yet. I don't know if
Sure.
he's seen it. He does listen to some of them. He
Yeah.
reckons.
Fuck
Mate,
you,
I get
Brian.
I get the
I
text
like
from
all your
some
photos.
weirdest people like that you would never expect that go, oh wow, like that was a great episode. Just
Yeah,
like
right.
people that like one of my cousins text me. He's like, I was listening to it today, in the tractor.
Yep.
He works on a cane farm
Well, yeah.
Listen to my country
up
music.
north,
Yeehaw.
and he's like, oh, I was
Good
listening to your podcast and it was unreal. I was like, oh,
Thank you.
yeah, okay,
Cheers.
cheers,
Thanks,
mate.
mate.
Yeah.
What,
Cheers.
What's his
Shout
name?
out. What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Benjamin.
We won't say his last name.
Shout out.
Shout out Canefield boy. We appreciate you.
Shark Boy. Shout
Still
out
won't tell
another
us
boy.
his name. He's dying out here. He's choking on some cane.
Hey, I grew up, bro.
I know.
no, not
Nothing wrong with
I
it.
thought you said hey. I was like, yeah, hey.
We're trying
Alright.
to give him a shout out here.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're supporting our followers and our supporters.
Your family members.
His name's Jacob.
Shout out Jacob. Appreciate
Jacob.
it.
Jacob and Co. Man, they make some good watches.
Joe Cobb.
Yeah.
Far out. Anyway, what was I talking? I was talking
Funny
about my
story.
hunting. Yeah, so I've done a lot of
Shooting.
hunting over. Sorry if this offends you, but it doesn't offend me.
Sorry.
So, well, some people offends. You gotta
Some
be
people
kind
go,
to some
"Yeah, you
people.
can't
You
hunt."
know? Well, your opinion is your opinion. So,
If you're offended, you better be a vegan. Because if you're not,
shh. What do you mean?
because like you eat it, but I mean, you can't be offended if like you go to the store and buy it. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Worst ways happen.
Yeah, like it's being hunted, basically in a different way. But
You ever see that video of like that wedding happening in Canada, and then there was like a full like bear attacking a moose in like the background, and then like there was
where
a
the
lot-
hell did it come
Yeah, I
from?
did see that.
I'm
Across the
talking
river.
about hunting, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
It
Across
was,
the
like,
river.
The thing got hunted, yeah, across the river,
yeah.
and they were like, and they're
In the
like doing
background,
like
it was
their
gnarly.
like pathology or whatever the fuck it's called.
Pathology.
I
What?
don't know, their words.
They reading their star signs or something for the bear.
I don't know. It's too late for this.
Mate, I would love to
A girlfriend.
properly, yeah.
Sorry, just following up from last episode.
I would love to have a proper conversation and try and understand someone's brain who proper believes in astrology.
We need to get some women on here.
Someone at work came up to me and they were like, I've never been asked like what star sign I am, right?
I have.
And this, like, I was like,
You know what you do?
talking to-
You know what you do to people who ask you what star sign? You say the incorrect one, they go, oh, I knew that. And they go, well, that's actually not me. I'm actually is.
Yep.
That's pretty
There's
good.
a
Because
meme
she
video
was like, are you, because I was like, oh, I'm born in May. And she goes, are you a Taurus or a Gemini? And I was like, a Taurus? And she goes, oh,
No, you say
Thank
guess.
you.
You say guess.
and she's like, oh, that was, Taurus are way better than a Gemini. And then, man, if I knew that, I would have meant, nah, I'm a Gemini.
Is there like a lot of men out there that believe like get into that stuff? Because every
Heaps
time
of people
I'm
that
like-
get into it.
Yeah, no, but I mean like every time I see something like involved or revolved around that topic, it's always women.
I don't know. I haven't met many men
Could
who
you?
get it. Many men. Wish
Wish
death upon me.
That was me.
Anyway, that's a perfect time. I haven't met many men who actually get into or are properly into astrology.
Yeah.
I've met women who are, but
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for the actual questions that I would have liked to ask them.
Yeah.
So now I would be ready for someone to sit here on this couch and me generally like not criticize them because I'm not here to do that. Like I generally want to understand why and how they believe that because if you believe in astrology, it is a scientific, not even trying to go there. It is a fact that you don't believe in physics.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Women are very spiritual and that's why they kind of
Yeah. Well,
nothing wrong with that. Like,
science completely disproves astrology because astrology, I'm not trying to say it as a fact here, but as simple as it is, you believe as astrology that your birth month, the month that you were born, the certain star patterns that are aligned in the sky with the moon phases perfectly represent and are imprinted on your personality.
yeah.
Okay, and that is how you will react, behave, and your personality in life.
And you're such a Cancer.
Oh man.
Such a vertigo.
Vertigo, that's a bloody disease.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's when you get like you're up high and you think. You're
My
up
nan
too
has
high.
vertigo.
What? You're Virgo?
Virgo, that's the one.
You idiot. You idiot.
Are you a vertigo?
Is this guy?
Do what the fuck I want. Anyways, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I hate it when you get a vertigo.
Whoops. Oopsies.
Like vertigo chicks.
Oopsies. Next question.
Anyway, as I was saying, like,
Dizzy, yeah,
so that's what they believe.
yeah.
Okay, the patterns in the sky, the star, anyway.
Yeah.
And
Space.
physics and astronomy, my bad, will tell you that anything to do with that is false because the sky actually doesn't move in the same pattern every year. It's actually in a different position.
Yeah.
Every year, the stars and the constellations are in a different position than they were at that exact same time last year. Therefore, completely zero of an argument.
The
So
source
it
bit is
doesn't-
still there. I always look at the source
Yeah,
bit.
and everything, the moon phases, they're all completely different. Do you know the Earth isn't round?
Yep. It's like
It's
a
flat.
It's
No, it's an oval. It's an oval. I know.
Yes, it's an oval.
this guy.
Had to say
Got a
it,
flat
had to
earther
say
here. Could you imagine though if I when you met us and imagine if I was normal, Chris was normal, and then there was one of us were like, "What
That's a
star sign are
Taurus.
you?" And I'm like, "Can't be friends with you
Yeah,
because
we
we don't bond,
Yeah, I don't think we'd have a
we don't
podcast.
match
I don't
wouldn't
think-
relate.
We wouldn't
because we
relate.
all got different star signs. Where this podcast works, all right? That's why it works.
Hey man, I respect you.
You want to know something really weird?
Yes.
What color is? You
Your
said
eyes.
you're a Taurus, aren't you?
No, I'm a Libra.
Libra.
Oh yeah, I love
am I,
libido.
wait. Am I wrong right now as to say that Libra is purple, Cancer is red? What color is your birthstone?
I think red.
Don't ask me why I know this
Hey
stuff.
Siri.
Mine's like a pinky.
What
A pinky colour.
is Taurus?
What color? Rainbow show.
Green.
Oh, ask him what color
Wait,
Libra
yeah,
is.
what-
I may be
what-
wrong.
What's a
Hey,
Libra?
Maybe
Siri.
that's a
What
different
color
one.
is a Libra? Pink and light blue.
I got light blue and a bit of pink.
Hey Siri,
kind of.
what color is a
Cancer.
Cancer?
Pretty sure it's like a light.
Oh,
pink.
now we've just got moles.
Oh, yeah.
Moles.
Hey Siri, what
Cancer
color
birthstone.
is a Cancer birthstone?
Hold it up to your microphone.
Emerald.
What?
Emerald.
So
That's
green.
green. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a lighter kind of green.
Yep. So
Why
way
was it
off.
pink?
Well, mate, you
was
sounded
red.
100% confident on
You
that.
were,
I
one.
was
you were
confident.
dialed.
I was ready for it, and I was like, if that's true, that's a bit
No,
fucking crazy.
I didn't know what your color yours was.
And you're
was.
connecting with
I
the star
thought-
signs too,
No,
bro.
I thought the Libra. What?
I said you're connecting with the star signs.
Look, I'm wrong. But anyway,
That's a
do you
good
want a fun today as well? While
Yeah,
I'm here,
mate,
just
hit us.
completely off the books.
Yeah.
Off the books.
Not off the books,
Off
but
the
like
grid.
this is off the.
Kanye
Out of
West.
the
I'm off
stars.
the grid. Anyway, this is just off the top of my brain while we're on the subject. Do you know that was my antler?
My ant.
My antler.
That was my ant farm.
My arm for the podcast thing.
Damn.
Podcast
I don't have that noise.
Anyway, yeah, shush.
It's got
Yours just
chord
goes.
noise. That's your elbows because they're clapped.
Yeah, well, his muscles aren't moving far. Anyway, do you guys?
Fucking
How do you think tides work?
The moon.
What to do with the moon?
Gravitational pull.
That was good. That's what we got taught in school. Respect.
The gravitational pull of the moon.
Yep, and the orbit and the sun and shit.
So, do you know how that actually works? So when
Chris, a couple of years ago when he was fat, jumped in one side of the water and it
Yeah,
raised.
Miguel.
So let me tell you how this actually works. All right. You know how we said earlier that the Earth is not round; it is actually an oblong shape.
Oh yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense now.
Bean.
When the moon
Boom.
sits out here, for example, where my finger is, if you're listening, it is to the right of the Earth. Okay. The Earth will be in an oblong shape with the tips pointing towards the moon because the moon's gravitational pull is actually sucking. Sorry.
What's it doing? Extracting.
Just hand movements.
Yeah.
Extracting.
It is has the gravitational force on the Earth to stretch it and pull the water out as such. So that's why when we have a king tide, the moon
on the
is
pointy
not just
side.
because it's so close, it's because the gravitational pull is so strong, it's actually pulling the water towards the moon.
I did read something about that. I did know of that. When you've said it, it's like, yeah, okay.
I wish they would get into depth in school because they always taught us it was a sphere. I never knew it was an oval until I got out
Yeah.
into the real world.
Yep.
Like they'd teach
School
us
just
it was a
teaches you what I
sphere.
want you to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, well, they teach you the like the very basics of it.
Basic
If you
stuff, yeah,
said it's an oblong, you'd be like, "What? Why the hell is it an oblong?"
It is
You also
a-
know that the poles on the north and south are actually moving as well, and one day they will flip completely.
That's sick.
Dope.
And the day that they flip completely, everything will go completely haywire. And the whole Earth will.
Be out of orbit.
Africa will be a bloody Antarctica again, and then swap around. Is that what you mean?
Well, the magnetic field will rupture and everything,
Yeah.
so it will not be very good. All right, time to end with a dad joke, and hopefully this week I open to a funny page.
Mate, they're dad jokes. They're not funny.
They're
All
dry.
right.
They're dry.
It's the way they said.
The princess. I thought it's the princess edition.
It is. Princess.
Before we were married, my partner used to clean up my place, and I used to clean his. Eventually, we realized we were made for each other. And we're made for you, listeners, and this podcast is made for your hearing. So
Yes, it is.
thank you very much for listening
Oh,
again.
God.
Thanks
Make
for
sure
the
to
support, everybody.
like,
Yep.
comment, and subscribe if you'd
Yes.
like. And please, if you really like and you've gotten this far, why not rate us 5 stars?
Tell
it's
your
only a
mum.
click of a button.
Tell your dad. Tell your grandma. Tell your cousins.
Tell your mate who's working
Easy.
down the cane farms.
Exactly.
We'll see you next episode. We're
Thanks,
out.
guys. Love you, boys.